Kerry Morgan, who is Cassie's former best friend, is on the stand testifying against Diddy. They are on a lunch break, and she'll be back to continue her testimony after lunch. Kerry and Cassie were best friends for over 17 years. She met Cassie on a modeling shoot when they were teenagers, and they lived together in Manhattan and were inseparable until 2018. That is when Kerry said Diddy physically assaulted her, and she ended their friendship for good. When taking the stand, she told the court she did not want to be there. She said, "I've moved on from all these people and their problems," and that she was testifying because she was subpoenaed. Kerry said Cassie changed once she got into a relationship with Diddy. She lost her confidence big time, and she lost her spark. In terms of Diddy's jealousy, she said that he would call Cassie over 50 times in a row, screaming at her, criticizing her looks, and questioning who she was talking to. He said Cassie felt like she couldn't leave because he controlled everything from her job to her car to her apartment. She felt like she was trapped. When talking about Cassie doing substances before Diddy, she said that Cassie did not. But she said Diddy often provided substances like X, Molly, and Mary J. She said that Diddy would be doing all of these substances, but that sometimes she and Cassie would do OP8s together. When talking about Diddy's presence, she said that it was dominating and unpredictable. Talking about physical assault, she said the first time she saw him getting physical with Cassie was in a house in Hollywood Hills. She says Diddy and Cassie were arguing in the bedroom while she stood in the foyer. She said she saw Diddy pushing Cassie and possibly punching and kicking her too. She said Cassie did not fight back and that Kerry yelled at Ruben, who was Diddy's security, to do something, and he did not. In fact, she said Ruben refused. Afterwards, her and Cassie ran out of the house and hid behind a neighbor's front steps for 30 minutes as Diddy searched for them. The second major alleged assault that she witnessed was in Jamaica in 2013. Cassie was taking too long in the bathroom and Diddy snapped. She heard gut-wrenching, terrifying screams and then saw Diddy dragging Cassie by the hair down the hallway. She alleged she saw Diddy push Cassie to the ground. Cassie hits her head on the brick and collapsed into a loose fetal position. Kerry said she thought Cassie was unconscious. Cassie later ran barefoot into the woods and that she and Diddy got on separate golf carts looking for Cassie. She found Cassie and they hid in a ditch for hours. The other incident was the hotel surveillance incident at the Intercontinental Hotel. Said when Cassie came home, she was wearing a hoodie, she had a black eye, and she collapsed on the couch and appeared numb. 30 minutes later, Diddy showed up banging on the door with a hammer trying to get in. Kerry said she was terrified and called Diddy's assistant and security, begging them to stop. Police eventually came and Cassie refused to show her ID and cooperate. She told the court she didn't think Cassie cared if Diddy came in and unalived her. Kerry now talks about her own assault that happened in 2018. Kerry said when Cassie was in the bathroom, Diddy came up on her, choking her, and then he threw a wooden hanger that hit her in the head near her ear. She fled the apartment and texted Diddy's assistant saying he's going crazy and he lost it, but the assistant shrugged it off. Kerry said she considered filing a lawsuit, but about a month later, Cassie came to her and said that Diddy would give her $30K, so she took the money and signed an NDA. She said she hadn't spoke to Cassie ever since. Kerry also said that most of Cassie's friends worked for Diddy, but she was the only one who did not. And when Cassie spent time with those people, she convinced herself that the abuse was okay. Kerry said you could tell they were convincing her it was okay. They're now on a lunch break, and I will be back with more of her testimony.